going on when even the media has to admit that Mike Pence wiped the floor with, the great interrupter last night, who was Senator Tim Kaine. Oh, did you get to a point in that debate? And I was in a room full of people. I wasn't in the room, the spin room, where all the other media people are, because every time I go there, you know what's hilarious? I go into the spin room, and wherever I go, every camera follows because they know we're going to get good interviews. So they're like following me. Where's Hannity set up? I literally get there, and it looked like, a major press conference for a presidential candidate, because they want to siphon off my interviews because they can't get them themselves, which really is very, very entertaining. And I don't think there's one person in that room that likes me. I even said hi to the CNN reporter last night. She's like, God, I don't want to say hi to you. I said, how's Zucker doing? You know me. I'm such a wise ass. I can't help myself, but I had fun. Great night last night. Let me start with this. What does every great executive do when they are running a business? What is the single best thing an executive does in his business? All right, play the Jeopardy theme, because this is a trick question. It's not that really tricky. All right, now, Jason, do you know the answer to that?
Hire good people underneath him.
Ding, 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 ding. Hire the right people. For example, I have a team on the Sean Hannity radio show. I have Sweet Baby James. I have the cursing one, Linda. We have Ethan, the new guy. He's not that new, but he's the last one hired, so we refer to him as that. We have Jason. Jason has been with us now for years and years and years. And we have Sweet Lauren, who takes your calls, and everybody says, oh, she's so nice. She's so kind. We allow Lauren to basically run the entire studio, because we always have a service dog that she is training in studio with us. And in the case of the one she's training now, it's going to be her dog, because this dog is not going to pass the basic standards to be a service dog, because that dog does not listen to Lauren ever and jumps on people, anybody that comes into the studio. But Sweet Lauren will answer your calls. Now, I never tell my staff on radio or TV on any given day what to do and how to do their job. Now, I will write Linda in the course of a day saying, I want this tape. Did you get that tape? Did you get this guest on this given day? But for the most part, probably my staff is relieved that they don't hear from me a whole lot till I walk into the studio every day. And the same thing at TV. They annoy me with the stupid meeting call every day. I have never had with my radio staff or my television staff a team meeting. You know why? Because the boss hates meetings. They are unproductive. Now, if things come up at times that we've got to deal with, personality, conflicts, quirks, this, that, I will deal with it in the moment, usually very impatiently, and tell everybody to shut up, do their job, and leave me alone. That's pretty much my attitude. Linda, pretty accurate, right? I'm not saying anything. Now, my staff, they even do the little things for me. Like, for example, if they think that I'm really, really tired from being on the road, and I'm probably going to be a little impatient or cranky that day, I might walk into my office and there's a Philly cheesesteak without the bread and extra onions, because that's their way of saying this will make him happy and make our day better. Rather than the usual Campbell's soup that I eat every day, one can of soup, only 160 calories, first meal I eat every day, and that's how I've been able to keep my trim and slim figure. And then I don't eat till I get home at night. But that's the first thing. What did Mike Pence show last night? That he was a phenomenal selection for Donald Trump. What a good, great executive would do. Hire the best people you can get. Now, because I hire good people, and I want to retain good people, and I have never really fired anybody in my life. Now, stand by. They fire themselves. I will give everybody opportunity after opportunity. You better fix it. You better fix it. And then there comes a point where you're out because you wouldn't listen. They fire themselves. And that's why, and then you pay people well. You let them reap some of the benefits and rewards of their hard work, and you pay them well. Now, I will tell you this, and I say this without exposing too much private information about my staff, which could probably end up in a lawsuit or something of in the future. My staff gets paid compared to other radio. Most of them get paid more than on-air hosts in markets. And you know what? They're worth it. Every penny. See? Now, I say this in light of everything that happened last night. Now, the big question is, because the media and even Chris Matthews, they will never declare Donald Trump a winner in the next two debates with Hillary Clinton. They just won't. But there is a model and paradigm that has emerged in terms of the strategy of what Clinton and Kaine are doing, and there is an antidote, and that is what Governor Mike Pence did last night, that I hope Donald Trump picks up on. Because their strategy is not to talk about the economy. They want to talk about Donald Trump's taxes. They don't want to talk about how we can bring more jobs into America by creating 3 tax brackets instead of 7, by lowering the corporate rate to 15%. Now, why is that a smart thing to do? You lower the corporate rate, that we have one of the lowest corporate tax rates in the industrialized world, short of, say, Ireland, at 15%. Well, how is that going to impact you? Number one, corporations don't pay taxes. They just pass that bill on to you, the consumer, for the goods and services they offer. But number two, and more importantly, if you lower the top corporate tax rate to 15%, it will incentivize multinational corporations to bring their money to America. And when they bring money to America, they can go to cities like Flint, Michigan, and Detroit, Michigan, and they can go to Wisconsin and Ohio and Pennsylvania and the South, and they can literally build their factories and their manufacturing centers here in America. And maybe Ford won't be building their cars in Mexico, and maybe Carrier won't be moving their company and their manufacturing centers down to Mexico, because we have a sensible tax policy. Corporations now, multinational corporations, Donald Trump is going to allow them. There are trillions of dollars that they have parked overseas. And because of the confiscatory